Winning over America's blue-collar workers was a goal of both political parties this election, but getting those blue-collar workers elected into office is the goal of our next guest.
After running as an independent for Nebraska's Senate seat, Dan Osborn, a steam fitter by trade, is launching a political action committee focused on sending working-class candidates from all parties to Washington. Dan joins us now. Dan, great to see you. Thank you very much. You came very close to winning, by the way, against a Republican. The President Trump won by 20%, I believe, in your state, but the Republican that you were against only won by 7%. So you made a good run of it. But didn't Donald Trump, hasn't this billionaire politician really pulled a lot of working class people into the Republican Party? I'm talking about union people, the Teamsters, the UAW, et cetera. The members, even some of though the leaders said no to him, the members said yes. So hasn't he now, representing the Republican Party, become the working class party of America?
Well, you know, Sure hope he follows through with that, because that's what's important to me. I come from, like you said, I'm a steam fitter. I work with my hands for the last 22 years. There's plenty of business execs and lawyers in Congress right now. And I think I've always thought that Congress should look a little bit more like the American people and, working class people, teachers, plumbers, nurses, should all have a seat at the table.
Well, he is a builder as opposed to being a lawyer or politician. Donald Trump, that is.
Yeah, he's certainly a business exec as well, which I think they've got plenty of representation currently.
Dan, are you finding people with whom you work, other people, say blue collar? I hate blue collar. It's just I call them working people, regardless of whatever they do. But people in your profession, your field, other folks who are really interested in entering public service and running for office, is there because there's one thing to vote for somebody, is altogether different to want to quit your job and go into service and actually not get stuff done. That's one of the frustrations of even serving in Congress.
Sure, yeah, and that's what this Working Class Heroes Fund is aimed at doing. We started this as a completely grassroots idea from a garage, similar to, I suppose, how Bill Gates started up. And we turned it into something pretty special, and we made history. And we did that because I put the elbow grease in. I went and taught. I did over 180 publicly advertised events. I talked to farmers and ranchers and other people in their professions, and we just talked about and focused on issues. And for me, that was the key to the success, is just sitting down there. I'd have rooms divided. I'd have 40 people with Trump and MAGA hats on, and I would have 40 people with the camouflage Harris and Walz hats on. But when we focused on issues and how to resolve those ultimately, and what's important to us all, most of the head was nodded in an agreement. Sometimes we can agree to disagree on some stuff, but I never had one person get up and walk out or too many people yelling at each other. It gave me a lot of hope. And it proved that because I would drive around Nebraska and I would see Osborn signs with Trump signs in one yard, and I would see an Osborn sign with the Harris side in another. So at least if nothing else here in some of the communities, we brought some neighbors together.
Well, Dan, we wish you the very best. Dan Osborn, real working class hero who decided to run for politics, and he came pretty damn close to making it. Dan, I hope you don't give it up entirely, even though I'm sure you're happy to be back to your trade.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. We're all one nation.
Thank you. Yes, indeed.